In Poland, there was once a couple who had 3 daughters, and the oldest one turned 25, and she found a nice boy to get married to, but they didn't have any money. For like a nice couple, they sit down for a cup of tea, and they're discussing where we're going to get the money to marry our daughter. So the wife says there's 3 partners in the human being. There's the father, the mother, and God. I don't have, you don't have. Who has the money? God. We got to turn to God. And they sat down together and they wrote a beautiful letter to God. And it said, "Dear God." And they keep writing exactly how much the expenses of the wedding will be. The wedding hall, the dresses, photographer, every single detail. And they summarized to $50,000. They put a letter in an envelope and they write, "Dear God." They put it in the mailbox. The mailman comes and he opens it up. The letter to God. He's like, "What am I doing with this?" So he opens it up. He sees this guy asking for money. So at the time, he knew a lot of people are reaching out to Baron Rothschild. Writes C.O. Baron Rothschild. Baron Rothschild sits in his office. He gets the mail. He gets this letter, and it says, "Dear God." He's so excited. He's like, finally, someone got the message. And he's reading this letter. He's very touched and amazed and inspired. The humbleness of this Jew. This person is asking for $50,000. He turns to his secretary, and he tells her, "I don't think he needs $50,000. Send him $40,000. I think this should be enough." They got the money. They make a beautiful wedding. They're celebrating. Joyous, excitement, amazing. 3 years go by. And the next daughter, and she's 26, and she met a nice boy, and she's getting ready to get married. But again, there's no money. The wife says, "Don't you remember that last time we sent a letter to God and it worked? Let's do it again." He sits down, he writes a letter. He says, "Dear God, thank you so much for the last one. We did a beautiful wedding and the couple is happily married. But now our next daughter-in-law found a boy." Continues the whole bill. Puts it in an envelope, he writes, "Dear God," puts it in the mailbox. The mailman comes. Remembers that 3 years ago there was a letter. I don't know what happened with it, but I sent it to Baron Rothschild. I'm going to do it again. C.O. Baron Rothschild. He gets the letter, he opens it up. As he starts reading it, he gets upset and angry. He said, "I sent these people $40,000. They didn't send me an invitation to the wedding. They didn't send me a thank you letter. They didn't send me a picture of the bride and groom. Nothing." And he goes on and reads the whole letter. And as soon as he concludes the letter, there was 2 lines in the bottom that says P.S. And he has a big smile on his face and he turns to his secretary and he says, "Please, this time don't send them $40,000. Send $50,000. What was written in the last 2 lines? This person is writing to God and he's saying, "Yes, dear God, next time when you are sending me the money, don't send me the money through Rothschild because he takes 20%.